이제 오늘의 마지막 기조 강연이 되겠습니다. 노나카 도모요 로마클럽 집행위원님께서 발표를 해주시겠는데요. 지속가능한 경영은 어떻게 기업의 중장기 경쟁력을 높이는가라는 주제로 말씀을 해주시겠습니다. 집행위원님은 산요전기의 전 최고 경영자였으며 현재 비영리 단체로 설립된 가이아 이니셔티브의 대표자 창립자입니다. 사회 핵심 가치 변화를 지지하고 다양한 형태의 교육 활동 및 기업을 위한 지원 프로그램을 제공하고 있습니다. 자, 지금 집행위원님께서 등단을 하셨는데요. 여러분 박수로 맞이해 주십시오.
The laser? Okay, all right. Okay, thank you very much. 정말 감사합니다. Sounds good? I'm so happy and honored to be able to hear, and thank you for having me. And I was introduced as the ExCom Executive Committee member of Club of Rome. That is true. But today I was asked to share with you my personal opinion and experience and as expertise. So this is my personal one. But first of all, as the Club of Rome, as we've learned since the morning session through the last session and with the Skype meeting, we all share that this is very bad situation. And actually, Club of Rome announced in 1970s, limits to growth, no more growth. We got a limit, you know. So we knew that, but after 50 years have passed, the situation is becoming worse and worse. Why? And we finally declared no more this situation is like a global warming, climate change, but we declare climate emergency. You know, let's suppose after having great lunchbox, and are you still alive? And some people are invited into the very great sleep, but suppose when we get the earthquake right now, when are you going to do? Evacuate! But on this planet of Earth, global emergency, we don't have any place to evacuate. So we do have some program and how to deal with that emergency. So you can share with our program on our website, homepages. Please check it. Okay, so this is, today is my personal opinion, not as a rep of a Club of Rome, okay? Then, I titled for my presentation like that, Business for What? If the same question was asked 20 years ago, the answer must be very simple, right? But as I mentioned, the situation of this planet of Earth is so much changed and changing second by second. So the situation is like that. We've been sharing with so many speakers and panel discussion concerning with this situation. But we should notice that. How come? What is the cause? And why we got this situation? By the pointer doesn't work. If somebody has a pointer, I would like to point out by factories here or the people's breathing or ignorance or daily lives with naiveness or blah, blah, blah. But make it simple. I made it simple. Why? Because for this. Don't you agree? Trying to chase and make more money, more profitable and more interest and more rich. Then try to chase that, right? So focusing on the cause first. Then we can, let me make it simple again. The pointer, I miss. This red part, as the last session, Professor Won explained about this historically and many aspects. And Shino Sensei is just perfectly explain about that. The red part, chasing money, mammonism, we can call that. Mammonism, trying to be richer as a GDP measurement or whatever. Then the red part of the country is called developed countries, right? Then green part, developing less and least developed countries. And go on to be rich in the 20th centuries. And finally, the last part of the 20th century, oops, too much is not good at all. So we are taking care of that green part. Yes, we are very intelligently, we do. But how do they care of this green part of things? By utilizing the power of money, by donating on having fundraising parties and gathering money to put, okay, this time to try to help wild animals, okay, things like that. So did you notice that the center, finally, the lady is coming into that field, This is also unbalanced. So ladies, if you are interested in, come to our business inn. It's all right, gender balance, right? And this is trying to be balanced in many respects. Not only the giving money or profit or things like that, or we should take a balance of the nature things. And the allows is to go to the center that's balanced, well-balanced. And this is sustainable development, we call. Do you think it's right way? The better than nothing to do, but I don't believe this is not right way. Why? Because now the time we should open our eyes, the truth of our existence on this planet of Earth. You can see that we are just a part of it. Then after profitable and after a rich country, okay, let's care about the nature thing. No. Human being is at top of that, but not top of that. We are just one of the member of the part of this organism. I'd like to share this famous saying, no problem can be solved by the same level of consciousness which created it, by Albert Einstein, right? So by chasing money, mononism, and more money, more profit, more interest, then the situation comes up on this planet of Earth, all over the world of this planet. The session in the morning, I guess, so what's the difference between the former, the problem solving away, and right now, from now on, the same thing. It's not the matter of how to deal with it. It's a matter of our mind, our mana, our spirit, our way of thinking, recognition, I believe. So, what kind of consciousness we should apply at the facing of this situation? Then, here today, I'd like to share with you, as Shindo Sensei mentioned like this, but the new Asian consciousness. It's not in the way of the hegemonism, things like that. And first of all, let me allow my shallow and very superficial way of saying, but this area is very complicated and having very delicate matters. And I'm not a professional professor for this area. So, but by taking to be misunderstood, the reason why I would like to share is without touching this area, we cannot go a step forward for a new paradigm creator. So even under Asian consciousness and Asian traditional culture and wisdom, so many different cultures, wisdom, histories, each by each, as Dr. Won mentioned clearly. See? But at the moment, when compared with the Western one, see? Hello, nice meeting you to the senior elderly people. We, for example, Japan and Korea cannot do that. Even today, 감사합니다, right? Arigatou gozaimasu, or nice meeting you, bow deeper for senior citizens. But not in the United States. Hello, President, Mr. President, what did you eat for lunch? It's an equal communication, right? So, very vague. Asian traditional culture and wisdom to put the cutting edge technology, recreate, and making global leadership. It's not a leadership, hey, come on, come to me type of leadership. It's a wisdom, the lightning. Then, for example, let me explain about the case in Japan. We have a Japanese traditional culture and wisdom and history, blah, 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 Edo, Heian, so much historical treasures. But as a country, usually we are called, especially after World War II was over, the Japanese people is not, as far as religion is concerned, they are atheism, no God at all. And it's a very fragile. And some said that it's a religion. They don't have any particular, but Buddhism smells Buddhism, shrine, temple, and some New Year's visiting. That's true. It's not the right things. We are having this word. Yao Yorozu no Kami, we call that. Literally translate into English. More than 8 million gods, we believe. Can you make guess? All around the world, all over the thing, or even through this, we can see the God is there. The wind blows, thank God. Or the sunshine, sunlight, sunset, thank you very much. Type of sunset animism or blah, blah, blah. But anyway, our tale is having that kind of Yaoi Orozu no Kami. Means, did you see that? Okay. Again, watch carefully. We knew that. In other words, we are not top of that, we human beings. We are just dun, dun, dun. Did you see that? Tiny little existence of this planet of Earth, the boat, canoe, the passengers, just a tiny little. So we are surrounded by 8 million gods, and by supporting that nature, environment, natural resources is the top of the hour concept. In other words, nature management system. So we hold nature management system in awe, with respect, you know. The first, in other metrics, the Western, anyway, the thing, religion, whatever, culture, the manner, business thing, business rules, is, as I mentioned, the Westernization, as Shindo Sensei explained, is recognized as a modernization means super modernization is following the Western way of thinking, styles or whatever, in order to get into that developed countries, right? But we need that Eastern way of thinking. But it's not in the hegemonical way. It's a diversity. In order to have the real diversity is to accept the difference and mix together to put the good part into vice versa. Concerning with religion things is all the same. You know, one, like a monotheism. So some people believe that this universe, this planet of Earth, or ourselves, was created by great creator. Some people believe that. It's all right, totally all right. But they had better accept the opposite way of believers. Like, in Asian way, is animism, naturalism, polytheism. In Japan, that traditionally 8 million. It's a poly 8 million theism, right? So it's compassion. By compassion, as one sensei told that, the trust, Moon-san told that, right? Then, okay, we are not living creature, but creature which are allowed to live. Allowed by whom? By what? These four things are fundamental to live. Okay? Without perspiring and without breathing air, without drinking water, without having energy and food, we cannot survive. There is one saying that the Steve Jobs said at the last moment, not at last moment, but you can pay anybody to ask to drive your car by money. Same as to go to your office to do your own business, but you cannot pay any money, any amount of money to get your own sickness on this bed by money, right? Then, okay. But the thing is, that is the truth of our existence. But for a long time, people believes or doesn't believe this kind of the truth system cannot be put into the center of the business philosophy to make money. But 15 years ago, there is one woman who tried that. Yes, it's me. 15 years ago, after becoming the 3 years outside director for Sanyo Electronics, I found out so great cutting-edge technologies, but silos. Then I was asked to be a chairperson. Then I made a vision and mission. Think Gaia is a restore a beautiful earth to children of the future. Then I declare that from now on, all the products and services are to contribute to solve the problems which this planet of Earth is having. Then they did it, and thank Gaia for life and the Earth. And I was told that the 3 minutes more to go, so let me go very quickly. At the time, 2005, more than 30 companies, silos. Each company is having each HR and the procurement and the blah, 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 blah. So it's not easy task to make re-engineering. So I made a vision, and before re-engineering, reconstruction of the structure of the companies, I did, since I was, my background was a journalist. So, oh, by the way, I was a TV anchor woman for Pal Pal 1988 Seoul Olympic game, the main broadcaster from NHK. So this country is my kind of second, I've been living here. So, but anyway, I went through all the factories and the site, and I made a vision tree. Think Gaia is too vague. So one is for life, one is for society, and the core technologies, I did inventory. Then this morning, Jeremy talking about that, but I found out, like for life, sustainable energy, Sanyo is having the #1 word first, rechargeable, and also photovoltaic, the thing. Then by the year of 2010, this year, 2019, right? Then the next generation commuter solution, global energy solution, and family relationship, ecological coexistence solutions, things like that. And this product circulation, of course. Realize zero emission, 100% recycling, and detoxified product cycle. I made this, and it's not by me, but they made it. Environment, energy, and lifestyle, Blue Planet Project, tackle global environmental problems. We made this. That one, let me make the shortcut. Aqua, okay. Without usage of water, the laundry machine, not without, but 332 liter to 8 liter. Once the R&D people is having mana, mind, soul, and this is world first ready-to-use battery. It's 14 years ago. And this, right now, it's a 2,000 times rechargeable. And this, and actually, oops. One word. We made this circulation not only the product, the way of thinking of a business structure. Then we made it. And we got so many awards and commended internationally, this structure and product design as well. So if one guy and one lady or one company decided and have, okay, I will do, we can do it. But you might know, no more Sanyo at all. How come? This is not, I don't have enough time to explain, and also this is not today's agenda. But the greatest enemy, and I resigned actually after achieving this shifting and challenging. Why? The mind of financial people, it occurred before Lehman shock was occurred. At the time, the people in financial, from the people from bank or whatever, is furious. I was told that We don't care about the future of kids, future of this planet, a naive Nonaka-san, ladylike, girlish. And I was scared of my family's lives. Then I resigned. But it was 15 years ago. So don't worry, the trend of the wind of us, as we learned, it's now the time to go step forward. Thank you very much.